Today I'm going to give you my impressions after a few months of this Ring Video Doorbell 3 and this Ring Chime Pro. A Ring Video Doorbell is pretty much a doorbell that you can put on the front of your house, and then you get a live stream of it to your phone. And when someone rings, you know, you can talk to them back and forth on video, which is really cool. They can hear you, you can hear them. Things do get saved if you have the premium subscription or whatever it's called. If you don't have the trial, you can still talk to people back and forth when they ring the doorbell, or if you activate that from your phone, but just nothing will get saved. But I did have some major issues when it wasn't in trial, which I will get to very shortly. Straight up deal breaker issues. And then the Chime Pro, if you don't have a chime, when someone rings the doorbell, it just goes to your phone, which is kind of dumb. You kind of need it to ring. So I also got this. It's pretty cool. There's a bunch of different modes you can set up to it. I have a baseball one that goes doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And then it's also a night light at night, which is also cool. But the way the plug is set up, if you cover both outlets, then you can't use the top outlet. And if you put it at the top, whatever's below will block the light from the night light. So, I mean, there's nothing they could have really done around that, but it is kind of weird. So price-wise, the Ring Video Doorbell is $250 Canadian or $199 US. And then the Chime Pro was $60 Canadian or $50 US. So overall price-wise, not really that bad, I think. But if you want to get the paid subscription to the Ring, I believe that's $5 per month for one device or $15 per month for a whole bunch of devices, which kind of does make sense if you have a whole bunch of devices. So I guess let me start with the things I've really liked about this. Right now I've got the black faceplate on it. There is also a gray one, but I thought the black looked cooler. Everyone knows how to use a Ring. It's pretty straightforward. A lot of delivery guys understand how it works, and they'll like wave to you or talk to it. No one's really confused by it. This can go by battery or by plugging in hardwiring to your house. Let's see, where does it say that here? Rechargeable battery pack. And since I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it, I have been using that, and it's really nice to get to the battery. You just pop, oh no, you have to unscrew this at the bottom. Yeah, so you've got this special Ring screwdriver, and then you unscrew this screw here, which is connected to the battery. You can pop out this faceplate. And then you've got your battery here, which slides down. And then it comes with this orange USB charging cable that you plug in right up here. And it takes like 5 hours. It takes a long time to charge, but the charge lasts really long, even in cold weather. Like, it's winter right now, and I barely had to charge it. It's really awesome how long the charge lasts, and then you get notifications to your phone on the app when it's getting low or anything, and then you can just charge it up. So that has been really cool as a non-hardwire option. And then I just make sure to keep this screwdriver and this charging cable really close to the front of my house, so when I do need to charge it, it's a pretty simple job. I guess just do it on weekends when people aren't really ringing on your doorbell, or else they'll be ringing on your doorbell and nothing's happening. Let me show you the other faceplate for this Ring. Well, it looks just like this. I think that looks a little more sleek. And then there's also these angle attachments, so that if you have to look downstairs, you can do that. Or if you have to look to the side, we've got this angle one. They say to install it 4 feet up. My house is pretty flat and straight, so I just right to the wall, drilled it right in. And then I've got these screws that go right through here into my house, and then you can't pop off this cover unless you have this tool. So I guess you don't really have to worry about people stealing it. But then I guess if you have a Ring, you'll have the tool, and then you can go around unscrewing other people's Rings and stealing their batteries, so you could have multiple batteries. So that's probably a thing, but hopefully nobody knows about that. I'm not going to do it. And then I guess if you're hardwired and you have the battery, if your power goes down, you still have access, but you need to connect it to Wi-Fi. So if your power's down, you don't have Wi-Fi, you still can't control it. Oh, and during the install, there is this little level that plugs right into this little notch, so you know if it's level when you're installing it. I think that was a 10 out of 10 design thing. Oh, and here's my cables for if I do want to hardwire the power if I decide to commit to it after this next trial is up. And when you get a notification to your app, it shows up with a little preview when you have the premium version. And you can hold to click to send your device to snooze for 30 minutes or an hour if you keep walking in and out of your house, which has been very convenient. But I guess that brings me to the deal breaker of the Ring and why I might choose to get rid of it, even though I already bought the Chime Pro and I'm in the full ecosystem. When you activate it, you get a 1-month free trial, which lets you look back at everyone who's come to your door, and it stores that, and you can, download that stuff later. If you don't have that, you can only see it live or log in to look when you get a notification. And then you also have these motion zones. Sorry, I gotta add that. So that motions will only trigger and you'll only get notifications for motions or when people like walk on your property or ring your doorbell. But the motion zones, so when they walk by, you don't get like every car going by your house. You can just have it so it's on the grass. That's been very convenient. So back to that deal breaker stuff. When you're not on trial, the amount of false motion zone triggers was unreal. I did not realize that motion zones weren't part of the free trial, and I think they're supposed to be part of like the free part of it, but it was like non-stop notifications. Like the night the trial expired, non-stop false notifications. So that was super annoying. And then you don't get the thumbnail there, that's fine. I don't expect that in the trial. And then every time I would click to try to look at the camera in the trial version, I couldn't. It would just load, cancel out. I could maybe see that camera once every 20 attempts. So I would get non-stop notifications, and when I'd click, it still wouldn't load. And this was like overnight. Like the second the trial was done, it started acting up. So I called their customer support and I told them like, hey, like, what's up with this? Are you nerfing the free version of it? Because it worked perfectly while I was in the trial subscription. And they're like, no, we wouldn't do that or whatever. And then like before I could even finish it, they're like, let's give you another month free trial and we'll see if that fixes it. While I was on the phone with her, she activated that next free trial, and then everything started working perfectly. Like that instant, my notifications went from getting spammed, like 2 days of nonstop spam notifications, to it all worked properly. So my only concern with Ring is that when you're not on trial, they nerf the software for you, because the hardware all works. The second they re-enabled the subscription, everything worked perfectly again. So I don't really like the vibe that this company is giving off. I'm like rubbed the wrong way. And it shows that when they activated the subscription again, the hardware was fine. It was just the software that they're controlling. So I kind of hate them for that. Besides that, everything works really well with this. I might buy some Ring security cameras and add more so that I can do the $15 a month and pile over like 3 cameras. But like, I'm really rubbed the wrong way that they nerf the system when you're not paying for it. Let me know if you guys have had that kind of issue before. I posted on social media and a lot of people didn't agree with me that they had that, but I mean, I've got the proof, so it's kind of a pain. And if there are other doorbell companies that I should use instead of Ring, because I am bitter about that, let me know. But it kind of sucks that I like jumped into the ecosystem. That's what, like $310 plus tax to find out that they nerf the system if you're not on a subscription, in my opinion and in my experience. So my second free 30 days expired a couple days ago, and I'd like to report that the Ring app is now working perfectly fine, just like it should, without having to have, see, like there, activating device. You're kidding me. Okay, well, it's been working perfectly up until I tried to show it on video. So if you do have a problem where it's not working, I would call in, ask them to see what they can do. They'll give you the free trial, and then on the second time it worked up until right now, when obviously I'm trying to show you that it works. Reconnect, come on. Activating device, there it goes. So now it works. But then again, we don't get to record videos, and every time it triggers, I feel like when I click to see it, I have to X out the I don't have a subscription before I get into it first. So it still does kind of suck, and I'm still on the fence if I'm going to sign up for it or not. But then I guess I can also mention, in night it's very clear as well. Daytime it's very clear, good resolution. The replays are nice, the audio is good. You can change how long the replay goes for. Let me see what other cool things are on this app. Oh, and it does work with Amazon Alexa, which I do have working with my Amazon Alexa Echo Show. So that's cool. And then I've also got my Ecobee baby monitor set up on that too. And I guess I have this connected right now, so I can actually show you how it kind of works. So let me slide the battery in. And let's clip this in, turn it on. So if this is plugged in, powered on now, let me see if I can take a look at it. Hey, it's me. Look how clear this is. And then you can talk to it, which is also very clear. What else can we do? And live. Now let me prop this up and show you some motion zones. So here are my motion zones for the house. Obviously right now, this is me here, so it doesn't make sense. But imagine that's the road so that I don't get people walking on the sidewalk, triggering motion zones. That's been pretty good. You can set it to people mode only, and you can change the sensitivity, which is nice, but what do I have it on? I have it on motion sensitivity to the max. Ooh, my bad. Motion sensitivity to the max. And then I've also got the advanced settings for motion schedules all the time, motion frequency frequently. I don't really mind charging the battery every now and then, so it doesn't really bother me. Device health, that's nice. You've got your status, so right now I can see that it's at 41%. And that seems to last a really long time in the cold in Toronto, so very stoked on that. What are the cool things? Motion snooze. So here's where you can snooze how long it'll be on or off for. So right now it's set for 30 minutes, so let me turn off motion snooze, and then I'll move and you'll hear the notification I get. Okay, cool. I'll just hit the doorbell and you'll hear. Oh, I have motion alerts set to off right now. So if I turn that on, you ready for a motion alert? It's not working. Okay, I'm just gonna click the doorbell. There we go. So this rings, and then I get a notification someone's at my front door. I can click that, and then I get this view. And then I can talk to it by clicking on the green button. Hey, what's up? And that all works really well in real life. You get the notifications really quick, so you don't really miss mailmen and stuff, and you can pretty much talk to them right away. And I guess I can cut to a clip of the Ring Doorbell sound. And I guess that's about it with the Ring Doorbell and Chime Pro. Overall, I think it's a great product and it works very well. I'm super bitter that when you're not in the subscription, they seem to, at least for me, nerf the software so it didn't work. So if you're not planning on paying for this after the trial, I would highly recommend not getting this. And if you are planning on paying for the trial, it should be good. I still haven't decided if I'm going to stick with it or not, or bail on it out of spite. So let me know what you think of the Ring. How has your experience been? And if you like other tech review, I think I did some stuff on an Ecobee unboxing. We've got the Yale Smart Lock. Maybe we've got some baby seat tests. And then if you like car reviews, I'm one of the reviewers on the Straight Pipes. That's our car review channel. So check that out. And I'm just gonna be doing random home tech review stuff here with maybe some Gran Turismo Sport. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing fun tech stuff that I like on this channel. So if you like it, subscribe.